the I AM RAPAPORT Stereo Podcast. I'm in here with my partner, G MOODY. Hey, G.
Yo, what's the deal, man?
You sound like you got a little, you're a little hyped up.
Hey, man, I predict these things. They come true. You were sounding nuts after the first two games. I told you to calm down. You didn't calm down. And they went up 3-1. And you said it's over. I said it's going to Game 7. And I think that's what's happening. Go ahead.
Listen, this is some bullshit. Steph Curry didn't foul out of any games this whole season. He never got thrown out of a game. This is some bullshit, man. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I'm all fucked up over here, man. Ayesha Curry, her name is Ayesha.
Yeah.
She's on Twitter wilding out. I like these Currys. I say let's get fucking nuts. Steph should come in with some braids. Ayesha should come in with some braids. And let's get it popping for Game 7. We're definitely calling Bizarro Steph Curry now. If you didn't see the game and you're not a big basketball fan, Steph Curry threw his mouthpiece at the ref, called him a fucking bitch, and said this is some bullshit and la 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 la. And at one point during the game, LeBron James blocked the shot and said some. I think he said, "Get that shit out of here, you bitch ass motherfucker." What do you think he said? You're a good lip reader, Moody.
I think you're correct with that. I think he did say, "Get that shit out of here."
No, but he said something else.
Yeah, it's about that. It's about time, man. LeBron is LeBron. They're not gonna let that guy get swept. Cleveland's gonna
So after 13 years of being in the league, Mr. Class, all of a sudden you're talking shit to a guy who's 6'3". You never talk shit to anybody in your whole career, and now all of a sudden you're talking shit, and you think that because you know at the press conference they're going to say, "What did LeBron say to you?" Do you think Steph's going to be like, "Oh, he said this to me, he said that to me, I'm a man, I have kids"? No, he's going to say, "I would tell you, but I'm not a snitch ass snitch."
That argument right now is old and it's no good. No good. You can't use that snitch. He won. Game 7. Can't use that, bro.
He got Draymond Green suspended.
Hey, that's over, man. That's gamesmanship. It's Game 7. All that shit is in the past. You got to win Game 7. Golden State or Cleveland. Put up or shut up.
Well, I got Golden State. It's in Golden State. I got Golden State. I'm over this. I can't take this anymore. I don't need this anymore, man. I don't need this anymore.
Here's
man.
My prediction again.
What's your prediction?
Since I'm always right.
Oh yeah, you're always right.
Cleveland celebrates in Oakland. Watch.
All right. I got Golden State winning by 18 in Oakland.
Look at this. This is a monumental collapse.
This isn't no collapse. The last game, the guy got suspended. In this game, they lost. This ain't no collapse.
They lost 3 straight games.
Well, if they lose, it'll be 3.
Yeah. On their court, they lost when they could have closed it out. This is a collapse. This is an indicator of what's going to happen. You know ball. You know what time it is. Oh no, obviously you don't.
Oh, obviously you don't. You're real fucking funny. It's the I AM RAPAPORT Stereo Podcast. We're going to be back with a proper podcast after you hear this funk right here. The I AM RAPAPORT Podcast is sponsored by Casper Mattresses. Casper Mattresses is an award-winning company that makes the most ridiculously relaxing, supportive mattresses sold directly to the consumers. Sleek, new design beds delivered directly to your doorstep in a small box. The Casper mattress is available in 6 sizes and had a 10-year full warranty. It's made and stitched right here in the United States of America. Free 2 to 5 day shipping in the United States and Canada. Casper is so confident in the mattress that it'll give you a 100-night free trial with the mattress. And if you're not happy, Casper will pick up the mattress for free with a full refund. Okay, it'll donate or recycle the mattress to somebody who really appreciates a great night's sleep. a great nap on a lazy afternoon, go to Casper.com and save $50 using the promo code Rapaport, RAPAPORT. That's Casper Mattresses, CASPER, Casper.com. Check it out. I sleep on one every single night and love it. All right, this is the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. I'm sorry, that probably sounded dark and deteriorated. I'm on the phone with G MOODY, a.k.a. G Moody, a.k.a. the Black Ed McMahon. My name is Michael Rapaport. They call me the Gringo Mandingo. Some people just call me the Dingo. Other people call me White Mike. Some people call me Mr. White Folks. And we're doing the thing. I hope everybody's doing good. We're going to give some shout outs. First of all, Monetti, did you see me on ESPN with the great Scott Van Pelt?
Yeah, I saw you up there with my man Scotty V, man. Yo, it was great.
Scotty V gave love to the podcast on ESPN on live television, man. That was a thing of beauty. He shouted out the Gloom Tomb. He shouted out the Rapapack. He shouted out the whole I Am Rapaport Stereo podcast movement. And just so you know, this is not a podcast. It's a way of life.
Yes. No
okay,
doubt.
This is not a podcast. Okay, we've surpassed that. We're in the stratosphere of a way of life. We are now doing a world tour, which tickets are now on sale for. We're doing a world tour this summer. The world tour kicks off in July. Our first stop is in Minnesota at the Cedar Cultural Center in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Followed by July 29th, we're doing back-to-backs at the Turner Ballroom in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Followed by a couple of days off, July 31st at Lincoln Hall in Chicago, Illinois. Me and G MOODY live, okay? You could go on the I Am Rapaport Tour.com, IamRapaportTour.com. Pre-sale ticket is Gringo, okay? If the pre-sale code to get tickets is Gringo, GRINGO, like Gringo Mandingo. And again, you could buy tickets at IamRapaportTour.com. I'm really excited. We've done a couple of live shows. We're gonna try to get some special guests. I'm not guaranteeing you anything, but we're gonna try. And we're gonna be in Minnesota, where we have a lot of history. We're gonna be in Milwaukee, and then Chicago on July 31st.
Yep.
Anyway, Monetti, what's going on, man? What's the deal? How's everything at the Gloom Tomb in the Bronx? How's your construction project coming along, my friend?
Oh, my guys, Dink Construction are there. They're painting. They're working feverishly, and they are almost finished the first floor. And like I said, this should be done by the end of June.
It's not going to be done. How many floors are in the house?
2 floors. It's 2-family home, so they're almost finished, man. It's like 50% done.
The first floor?
Yeah, and then they got to go upstairs, and that's it.
All right. Well, we'd be happy if it gets done. I'm not being cynical. Everybody would be happy.
Yes, we're rolling.
You know, we had the GoFundMe project. We're having new listeners. Again, for May we were platinum. Last week we broke our record for May. It's going up week after week, and we appreciate it and love the love.
Absolutely.
So for some new listeners, we had a GoFundMe project to help the Bronx Gloom Tomb, and then a couple of weeks later, a fire not only burned the Bronx Gloom Tomb, because that sounds like some real shady shit, it burned Gerald's entire block to the fucking ground in the Boogie Down Bronx.
Yes.
What is it like up there? I haven't been up there since the fire. Is it like literally like they're gone?
They bulldozed them, and it's an empty lot, and that's it. It's an empty lot there, and it's covered by a gate surrounds it. But it was like 5 houses there. So
are you serious?
Yeah, gone.
Man, that's crazy. All right, well, hopefully you get this done. So I'm fascinated and obsessed with this O.J. Simpson documentary. I don't know who's watching it and who's not watching it. I'm up to episode 3. I watched episodes 1, 2, and 3. We talked about episode 1, and it's just gotten better and more compelling as it goes along and more complicated. What do you think of this documentary project? This it's like a series. It's a documentary series, but it's 8 hours total, I believe. I mean, you can't air it all at once. Maybe it's 10 hours. I don't know. I'm loving it. I don't want it to end. I'm trying to. I don't like binge watching where you watch it all in one night because then it's all over. So I'm trying to go slow with it.
Right.
What are you thinking of these past 2 episodes?
Now, for me, I am thoroughly, as a black person, I am thoroughly embarrassed by the shenanigans of this crazy person. You're basically highlighting a retarded person. So, I mean, for a guy that have so much contempt for his own people, to shy away, to do everything to disassociate himself from us. So what I got from that, it actually made me mad. It's embarrassing.
Why?
Because this is beamed around the world, and you have a black man basically like cooning on like it's from my point of view, and I kind of speak for a lot of people. This is terrible. This guy, they had to stage his house because he had no black people, no pictures of any black people in his house. They had to come to a black man's house and put pictures of black people. What kind of shit is
for
that?
For those of you who are watching it, it's when OJ was on trial, the jurors toured his house. And Johnny Cochran and the lawyers changed his personal photos to photos that more exemplify, supporting the black community. I mean, the thing that's crazy about it, and they talk about it, all the time, but they really articulate it, really beat for beat, is how relevant and prevalent. I don't know, is it relevant or prevalent? Race was in this trial. Obviously, I'm not the first one to say this. I don't want to act like I'm like, oh, no shit, asshole. But the documentary really articulates it in a way that makes it. It just really nails it, and it really shows it, and it proves it how race was exploited, how race was used in so many different ways during this trial.
Right.
And one of the craziest thing was Mark Furman. He again, if you're not watching it, he's the police officer who was covering the case, who was the one who found the gloves, and then was proven and shown that he, had used the N-word over and over and over and over and over, and pleaded the fifth when that was found out. He, at one point during his career, he tried to sue the LAPD. This is for real. It sounds so crazy. Mark Furman, while he was a cop, tried to sue the LAPD because he said, this is his words, this sounds nuts, that blacks and Mexicans, dealing with blacks and Mexicans as a police officer, had poisoned his mind.
Right.
That to me is some crazy shit.
Yeah. And this guy.
That to me shows that this guy is this guy's really way out there, that he tried to sue the LAPD while he was a cop because he said working with blacks and Mexicans had poisoned his mind. Think about the depths of that sort of racism. And this is the main investigative police officer covering a case with a black guy.
Right.
Who beat a white girl and is accused of killing a white girl. It's like everything that could have went wrong. Everything that could have set this up to be a trial that had nothing to do with the actual trial was set up that way. And listen, I get it. I know the history of the LAPD's abuse. I know the current state of police officers' abuse of black people. I'm just talking specifically about this case. And I know you were saying to me after you watched one of the episodes, Moody, why are they even doing this? Why are they even making this movie? It's like they're like, adding fuel to the fire and adding insult to injury. The reason why this isn't gonna be the only one. They're gonna be making docs on this guy when we die. This is going to be like Jimmy Hoffa and like, because it's an unsolved crime with all the titillating, salivating, is that the right word? All the titillating factors to continue to make movies, to make docs, to make great docs like this, to make shitty reenactment docs, to come up with all sorts of theories and blah, 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 blah. It's just going to continue and continue because it's just so fascinating.
I had a working title for this. And
what did you want to call it?
I call it the Great American Sambo. And think about this. This same anti-black man will amazingly be acquitted for a double murder because he's black. He got the benefit of doubt in the case based on the long history of the LAPD's terrorism of its black citizens in LA. So ironically, these are the same black people he purposely alienated himself from and wanted nothing to do with. Right? This is crazy. And that's why I call it. They should be finished with this guy. Don't waste any more energy. And this guy's an embarrassment to black people. To have a guy like that all over the world, oh, I hate blacks, or basically, and when he was in the car, when he was about to kill himself and then he got in the car, he said, why are there so many niggers in Brentwood? What kind of guy is this? This is a person.
He's way out there.
This is a retarded
he's way
person.
Out there.
This is not. Yeah. This guy shouldn't be. You shouldn't waste time on him.
Well, it's going to be done, and it's going to continue to be done because it's just such a. It's just a fascinating story about a fascinating guy and a fascinating case, and obviously. There's a lot of drama and a lot of heartbreak and devastation and sadness because at the end of the day, we could sit here and talk and make fun of this this clown and come up with all our theories and reasons why. But, obviously 2 people's life was lost. There's no doubt about, in my mind, after watching this and all the other things, there's never even been a second accusation of another killer.
This guy puts Burt Williams to shame. Yeah,
he's unbelievable. And he's up for parole next year.
After all the shit that black people been through in this country, way back in 1800s, 1700s, for this guy to be up here cooning, that's why I call him the Great American Sambo. Good title. If America had a mascot for Sambo, he's it.
All right, Miles, let's get some funk and we come back. G Monetti, what do you got for me, my man?
Oh, man. In the case of a no good judge strikes again. And this decision basically was rendered with a ski mask. So check this. The NBA player Gennaro Pargo, recently he got divorced. And this was the ruling. Half of his pension goes to this sneaker chaser. Half of his 401k, all the rights to his company, access to all his checking accounts, access to all his money markets, basically financially raped this man. This judge should be disbarred and thrown in jail. That's terrible. That's terrible, man. How's that guy gonna live? It's not like he's an NBA superstar. This is like he's out of the league.
And when you bring up the no good judge and one just to backtrack on the OJ thing, the most famous no good judge was that fucking Judge Ito. He really dropped the ball with that case, by the way. Yeah. So we're going to get into him because they start to go into the no good judge in episodes 4 and 5. I saw that in the preview. But it is this, who's judging the judges?
Yo, we need somebody with oversight because that's clearly unfair and unreasonable. And then because you say it should be another panel and say, yo, get the fuck out of here, man. You're going to try to kill this guy? How's he going to take care of his family when he can't even, Yo, get out of here. We're going to do this. We're going to calculate
And the crazy thing about that money is there's no she could buy Gucci bags. I don't know if she is or she isn't. But when you get spousal support or child support, there's no sort of accountability for it.
Right.
They could do whatever they want with it. So and if you ask, the judge could 99% of times they'll tell you no. I can't understand how that's okay. There should have to be some sort of proof that this spousal support is being used for something, and that this child support is being used for exactly what it's supposed to be used for. I got to be honest with you, Moody. I'm all fucked up about this Game 6. I'm sitting here trying to podcast, and my mind is just racing. I'm all fucked up. Okay, I'm all fucked up over here. Okay, and what we're gonna do right now is I got the burner phone. Somebody text me the burner phone that Bizarro Steph Curry has, and I'm about to call Bizarro and find out what's going on.
Yeah,
with
I
him.
want to hear. I want to hear how he feels.
Who this?
Hey, Steph.
Hey, yo, my man. Call me up with all that old bullshit, man. I'm out here in motherfucking Cleveland, trying to find these Bone Thugs, Harmony ass motherfuckers walking around here. I'm vexed, yo. I don't want to hear none of that old podcast bullshit and that old stupid shit you know what I'm saying? Well, hey, yo, right now I ain't signing no autographs, man. Nah, yeah, don't be coming, don't approach me, man. I ain't signing no autographs, dude. Back the fuck up. Anyway, Rapaport, you can call me, I'm on the motherfucking block down here. Yo, my man, I told you I'm on the phone. I'm talking to my man. Back the fuck up. Anyway.
Well, Bizarro, I'm sorry about the game.
Yo, man, fuck that shit, man. We gonna be back in Oakland. I'm gonna have my man Marshawn Lynch at the game. You know what I does. You know, and that bitch ass ref. I'm gonna see him in the summertime. You know, he be chilling down in Mexico. I'm gonna catch him down there trying to get, you know, his little pina colada on him and smack the shit out of him. No cameras and that old bullshit. That's all I'm gonna say about it.
Well, I understand. I saw that your wife, Aisha.
Yeah, yo, Yisha's wildin'. Okay, yo, motherfuckers think she's on that clean, sober shit. But I'm gonna let you know, my wife, my whiz, my piece, Yisha, she wildin' out. Okay, and she about that life. You know, she right here.
Do you think she would speak to me?
Motherfuckers, you crazy? Yo, don't be asking me about my whiz, motherfucker. Hey, yo, Duke, I ain't taking no selfies with you, my man. Back the fuck up.
Back the fuck up, bitch.
Don't say nothing to my wife either. I'll smack the shit out of both of you.
Fuck ass motherfucker.
Fuck
What you want?
Yo, listen, man, I'm about to get on this motherfucking Greyhound back to motherfucking Oakland. You know, these motherfuckers won't let me fly on the plane and shit. They bullshitting around. I'm trying to find my mouthpiece, man. I threw my motherfucking mouthpiece at
Get
that
off the
bitch ass
phone with
rep.
this motherfucker.
And you know, if you could just tweet,
Ugly ass
you know, you little
motherfucker,
tweet
Rapaport.
bullshit. You up on the motherfucking Twitter and your little Snapchat and all that shit, Rapaport. But if you want to tweet, you know, ask that motherfucker who got my mouthpiece, he could just throw that shit in the box, FedEx it. And yo, and also, yo, I don't want my wife to hear this, but Rapaport, you think you could, like, send me some of that Gorilla Glue?
What do you mean?
You know, send me some of that chronic, motherfucker.
Well, I don't think I should do that, Steph, because
You bitch ass motherfucker, Rapaport. I'm gonna be asking you for shit, man. Yo, listen, I'm gonna tell you something right now. If I see you at Game 7, smack the shit out you, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
What you want?
Yo, no, my man. Yo, back the fuck up off you. Don't say shit to my wife.
all right. So that's the scoop from Bizarro Steph Curry here at the I AM RAPAPORT Stereo Podcast. He's fucking hyped up.
Yo, check this out. Before you get into anything else, they had an issue with Lil Wayne had 2 seizures on an airplane, right? And they had to land the airplane. And I'm saying the guy is up there guzzling gallons of cough syrup over ice.
Right.
Like it's a hot fudge sundae. Of course he's having seizures.
Right.
You know, you can't drink cough syrup like it's a soda.
It's not a soda. It's not a cup of water.
Right, of course your body's gonna go into a fucking frenzy.
Yeah, I don't know why this guy does it. I hope he doesn't do anything bad because you could die from those seizures.
Yeah, put the syrup down. It's not syrup.
You put the sizzle down, Lil Wayne. We like you. We don't want anything bad to happen to you, man. Somebody's got to intervene and help this guy, man.
Word.
Oh, my goodness. What else is popping over there, Monetti?
Oh, man. Same old, man. Just trying to get that house together, man. Watching this OJ. And another prediction of mine.
Oh, shit.
What,
at the end of the OJ thing, he gets off? That's your fucking prediction?
No.
At the end of at part 5, hour 7, OJ gets off in the trial? No. That's your fucking prediction?
No. This is politics. Donald Trump, I was mocked.
He's not going to win.
I was mocked and ridiculed when I predicted that he would win the nomination.
You were, that is a fact. You were mocked and ridiculed and laughed out of the room.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't actually get laughed out, and it was just you and me. But you were mocked, and people, gave you the side eye and all that stuff. That is true. And
look where
you did predict that. Fuck. He's gonna get killed by Hillary because even some staunch, is that what they call them? Staunch Republicans.
Yeah.
Aren't gonna vote for him. The Republican Party should be ashamed of themselves that this is the best you can offer is Donald Trump.
And I'm gonna make a prediction right now.
Oh shit! Go. What's your fucking prediction now? Like what? That
Trump.
What is it?
Trump in a landslide.
Oh, it's not happening.
Okay.
It's not happening.
He ran with the Southern strategy, racial intolerance, anti-immigration, racial paranoia, cold words that appeal to that racism. Landslide, bruh. Combine that with the fact that they had a black president in there for 8 years. They don't like that shit. This is a perfect time for the Southern strategy. Boom, he's president. Watch.
I don't agree with you. I think Hillary's going to win in a landslide. Remember last year? Remember last time everybody thought Obama was going to lose and it was in no competition? That's what's going to be with Hillary.
No,
but you make your predictions.
I knew Obama was going to win.
Listen, well, you didn't make your prediction on the air last time. The I AM RAPAPORT podcast wasn't functioning.
Right.
So I want to give a shout out to there's a hooker in New Tennessee, Jonisa. She was performing oral sex on this guy, and while she was performing oral sex, talk about a 2-for-1, she robbed money. She dug his pockets, got his debit card, took his wallet, and all that shit. So I just want to give a shout out to this girl, Janisa Morris. You can't knock the hustle, and to be able to do that. To keep you focused. I mean, talk about pickpocketing. Jesus Christ.
Damn.
So I just want,
Pickpockets. Wow.
While she was, giving this gentleman oral pleasure.
Wow. But yo, guess what? Guess who's back in the NBA?
Who?
The Grand Wizard, Danny Ferry, is back in the NBA as an advisor. And Patrick Ewing is still searching. A retread was hired in Houston with Mike D'Antoni, and Patrick still, Danny Ferry, who
is Patrick even going to have his job with the Charlotte Hornets next year?
Oh man, they really just dissing my man, yo.
Yeah, I hope they give him a job back in Charlotte, man, because is it the Hornets or the Bobcats? I always get it they keep changing their fucking name.
I think they changed it to the Hornets. And also,
it's the Hornets.
I have a sick fuck of the week.
This award is earned, not given. It's called the sick fuck of the week. This guy's really sick. Lock him up.
How could you do it?
Don't let him out.
Damn. You fucked the dog?
You what?
You fucked the dog? Why would you fuck the dog? Why would you fuck your girlfriend's dog? What?
Sick fuck.
The sick fuck of the week. It's earned. Earned. Not given. You did. What? No.
An adult baby shop opens in Illinois called Tykables. It's a nursery for adults. And of course, a name is given to it to try and dignify utter madness. Adult baby syndrome. It's where adults have a sexual desire to be babies again. They wear diapers and purposely crap on themselves. And
What the fuck?
And they sleep in cribs.
What state is this in?
Illinois, it's called tykables. They wear diapers. And they purposely shit on themselves.
Okay. They what?
They purposely shit on themselves.
Okay, now as a guy who has ulcerative colitis, I don't appreciate that, number one. Number two, I don't know what the angle is on who do we give the sick fuck of the week to. Do we give it to the patrons? Do we give it to the guy who opened it? Or is he just a businessman who's capitalizing on a group of people? Where do we start with this? You throw me for a loop here. This is a real thing?
It's a real thing, bruh.
It's called tykables? Like tykes?
Like a little tyke? Tykables.
And people actually go to this place?
It's a store. The town is trying to...
Okay, listen. We have representatives at the Chicago Rapapack.
Yeah.
And anybody who's in Chicago, can you please give us some surveillance footage and some photographs of what's going on out there in Illinois? Please, I'm reaching out to the Rapapack. You know who you are. We know who you are. We need help with this one. Because you threw me with a little left hook with that bullshit.
It's real, bro. And the town is trying to get the mayor said there's nothing we could do. The zoning doesn't, there's nothing they could do to shut it down. Guys are in there with diapers and they sucking their thumbs and, they have a sexual desire for that.
What the fuck?
Jesus.
This is the I Am RAPAPORT podcast, and we'll be right back.
Welcome to Play It, a new podcast network featuring radio and TV personalities talking business, sports, tech, entertainment, and more. Play it at play.it.
Yo, I'm still very disturbed about what happened in Orlando last week. And again, I want to, on behalf of the Rapapack and myself personally, just acknowledge, all the tragedy that happened out there and the loss. I mean, they've obviously identified the victims, and they're just young kids, 20, 21, 22 years old kids. Terrible.
Yeah. Bad.
This guy, if you're on some sort of list, you should not be able to just buy a gun. If you're questioned by the FBI, you don't have any rights. That's just the way it is. Or how about this? If you're questioned by the FBI, you don't have any rights to buy a gun. I don't care if they're like, my rights. Fuck your rights. Why are you allowed to buy a gun like that? What is the purpose of that? Even hunters don't have guns like that. What is the purpose of a gun like that? Nothing good could come from a guy who's on an FBI list having a gun like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now they're saying his wife drove him to the murder scene. And this whole thing is just terrible, man. Terrible.
Yeah, what kind of people? These are not human beings. These are something else, man. It's a different species.
Yeah, this is just terrible.
And I got we saw little Kim with her new face, but her arms are jet black. So she doesn't have enough. She can't afford the whole bleach kit.
She didn't get dipped in a barrel.
So her arms are still really, really dark. So if you're gonna bleach your skin, at least do it right.
Yeah, do the whole thing. Don't just don't play around. Dip. Take a whole, get in the whole bath. Don't just dip your toes in it.
And I'm surprised.
Don't just dip your nose in it.
And I'm surprised OJ didn't bleach his skin.
Oh, well, because he got locked up before all that shit was. They had it working like that. Because he would have definitely gotten on that Sammy Sosa. Because Sammy Sosa is now opaque. Is it opaque? I'm having trouble speaking. Is it opaque or opaque?
Opaque or something. Yeah, they got the modern OJs coming up now. America's next top Sambo. All the guys bleaching their hair and all that crap. These are OJ's little underlings.
Yeah, it's no good. All All right, so this is what we have on tap. Soft-ass I Am Rapaport stereo podcast t-shirts are available at districtlines.com/I Am Rapaport. We're doing the world tour. We have the emojis. We're like becoming, like I said, it's no longer just a podcast. It's
a way of life.
All right, so obviously I think that we're going to have to do another Game 7 Diary of a Madman. I'm going to try to get my ass up to Oakland for Game 7. I think I'm going to wear a Delonte West mask. Oh, yo, what about that dude on the OJ doc? If anybody's watching the OJ doc, what's the guy's name? He was a
Danny Bakewell.
There's an activist dude who's he's a black activist and a civil rights activist, and he looks to me like Richard Dreyfuss, but apparently he's black. But to me, if you ever saw the movie Goodbye Girl with Richard Dreyfuss, this guy looks like that. He looks white, but apparently, I mean, he literally, not like Rachel Dolezal shit, like homeboy looks white, but he was a black activist. And I don't know if he still does that. And I know his heart is in the right place and he does right things. But what's this dude's deal?
Yo, what you see, I think he's from Louisiana. What you see is centuries of rape. That's
damn.
That's fucking African, French, and Spaniard. That's it. They call them mulattoes and quadroons. These people in our history are the original snitches with black people.
Shit.
That's it.
But this guy's well-intentioned dude. Like, this guy's really about his shit. But, like, when he was talking, I was confused. I was like, wait a second. I can't, is this dude, like, I was literally like, wait, because he's talking, I didn't know if this is a black dude or a white dude, but because he's, and then they showed old footage, and I was like, I recognize this dude, but at first I thought it was fucking Richard Dreyfuss from the Goodbye Girl.
Yeah. I mean, those people, I mean, you know, they're like a mixture of all kind of people, man, but they identify as black because they can't identify at that time as white. It's a mulatto or a quadroon. It's all kind maroon. It's all kind of shit.
All right, listen. It's the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. I don't know. Shout out to the Rapapack. Shout out to all the people on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook that are giving us love. We see all of it, even though we don't respond to all of it. We see all of it. We have eyes everywhere. We appreciate it. Go to iTunes and give us a review. You could tell us we suck balls, or you could say we're the greatest thing since chopped liver. But the more reviews, the merrier. They call me the Gringo Mandingo. My partner is the 2015 podcast co-host of the year. His name is Gerald Moody. Last name rhymes with duty. Yeah. And we're out. You got any parting words for this episode? We're coming up on our 200th episode, man.
Yo, shout out to my man, Scott Van Pelt, man. Always been great watching him do his thing, man. And his love for hip hop is sincere and authentic. And he's always been great.
Miles, let's get out on something real nice, something really soulful.
Yeah.
It's the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast, and we out.